Hello, my name is Malikar. Nice to meet you. Welcome back to try
Very
through
well.
Daybreak.
So...
Okay. I want to talk a little bit. Very fast. So I took a break. Okay, the end. You know, I don't like to overwhelm myself playing something. Or somethings. You know? I like to refresh myself sometimes. A lot of epicness. So I needed to... You know? Okay, let's go. Right, we gonna do the rounds and then we're gonna continue as always. I was thinking like rounds in the like, but now I'm like we already are like doing rounds, so why not continue to the end? You know, recorded it. So yeah, we're gonna be in high speed. Our culture district is in some sort of museum exhibit. It's home to many people, a place whose ways of living are precious of them. Figuring out how to preserve and uphold those traditions while embracing modernization is always a constant balancing act we must deal with. This temple does its best to respond to people's concerns, and we therefore serve as something of a representative of the community. Central Eastern temples are institutions of tolerance at heart. We always strive to promote mutual understanding among one another. Tarbot used to be a trading hub first and foremost, but in the past 2 decades it's rapidly developed into a city for recreation. As a result, there are natural and numerous of citizens who feel concerned that Tarbot is losing sight of its original culture. I do my best to take their thoughts and feelings into consideration in talking to people so that together we can take Tarbot even better.
Very well.
Tourists these days have no respect for what they are visiting. Tarbot isn't just some theme park that exists for their enjoyment. It's a place where people live, and they want to live here in peace. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy to see that kid take an interest in our culture. I just wish more people were like him. See, I told you Mother Yamiha knew lots of stories. She always puts her all into telling them too. That's what makes going to Sunday school so much fun. Yeah, I bet she's really good. I'm so happy I got to hear new stories from her. This temple is so amazing. Even though we both pray to the same goddess, it looks like it feels completely different from the Chappel I got. Wow, it's really that different? That's crazy. I'd love to hear what Western's ones are like. Could you tell me a little more about it? I wanna teach Imani all about the fairy tales of where I'm from. I know, maybe I should give her my picture book that I brought with me. That's okay, isn't it? I'll be like a souvenir, but of me since it's from my home. She won't even have to travel for it. Clem is really interested in fairy tales. I wonder what sort of book he likes to read at home. For talking to him now, I want to learn about stories from Future West. It makes me so happy to see little Clem take an interest in our folklore. It's been a pleasure to teach him about it. Some of our congregates have expressed some concern that people are beginning to forget the moral teaching behind such stories. But all you need to see is a child listening and enjoying those stories inconsistently to know that hope is by no means lost. Whoever thought our sons would be interested in other culture? He told me he wants to have a lamp and a rock. We should probably just get him the lamp, don't you think? A rock's going to be a bit expensive. I don't know, just because he wants a rock doesn't mean we all can't use it as a family. Why don't we buy a replica or something? Also, not to change the subject back, honey, what's that thing you're smoking? That thing is gonna make people go crazy, gonna make people go zombie. This is a zombie game. Oh, this is a hookah. It's a traditional way of smoking tobacco in the Central East. No, you ain't not falling with me with tobacco. Oh, this is portable type you can carry around with only came out recently. It's pretty handy. I know I've been trying to cut back on smoking, but I thought I should at least try this stuff since we're here. It can hurt. It can hurt. Ouch. Karma. I appreciate my husband taking us all out on this trip, especially since it's give our son so many new experiences. I don't know if him smoking that hookah when he's not used to it is such a good idea though, no matter how ambient as he says it is. Are those hookahs really good, Dad? I see an awful lot of people smoking them all over town. You have to wonder if that will make them become zombies. I never expected my son to be so taken with Central Eastern culture. It's great. I'm taking it as a sign that we should travel more often. Speaking of Central Eastern culture, I knew about hookah before coming here, but I had no idea these herbal hookah were a thing nowadays. Feels like they popped up of nowhere.
Right.
Hey! Now that I have introduced Sinem to everyone at the Bazzaar, we are going to go off and have dinner somewhere. She's not so good with words, but thankfully everyone seems to understand that she's sorry for all the trouble she's caused. Not everyone's forgiving her, but I was at least able to get them to tolerate her being in the Bazzaar, which is an important first step. What happens from there may come down to how hard she decides to work. I think I'm going to treat Sinem to a good meal before we head on over to the temple. It's about time she had some nice. Between running away from you guys and then introducing myself to everyone at the Bazzaar today has been a lot. Like, a lot. I'm so tired, I feel like I could pass out any second. Nothing, right?
Let's see what we've got.
Okay.
Well, just a quick break, that's all.
Thanks for fixing the problem over the hammam down the street. You guys have been a big help around here. If only Mom would take a page out of your book instead of doing something worthwhile with her time. She's just been playing Cupid all year. She wants me to hurry up and settle down for the future of the inn, but I'm just not ready to take over. I'm not being humble. My mother's really intent on me settling down and starting a family. On one time I just happened to say how pretty one of the dancing sisters was, and then she went out and tried to find a girl like her. If you are wondering why she did introduce us, it's because she couldn't possibly picture us being a good fit, which... On behalf of the hammam owner, I just want to thank you all again for helping out with that. It's amazing just how much we can all accomplish when we came together to solve a problem like that. Also, I'm glad we had an extra bed to spare for that lovely new lady you added to your rank. I hate having to put her in that shared room, but all of our other rooms are full. You got really lucky with our reservation there. There's another trader I know who lost his camel. It sounded like a real nightmare. I got to carefully so the same thing doesn't happen to me. Cross the bridge if I come to it. For now, I'm taking it a break. You only live once. I bought one of those herbal hookah that are so big right now. Might as well give it a rail, right?
Well...
So this is what it tastes like. It's got its quirks, but it's not so bad for what it is. Stings my nose a little, but it sure wakes you up. The fact that I can smoke this while riding a camel or in the car is a real lifesaver. As a traveling salesman, I will tell you that. Oh, they are so becoming a zombie. My tradition flame power hookah still sell pretty well these days, but this new herbal powered hookah that draw in all the repeat customers now. It's a shame the old fashioned ones still have a lot of offer, as long as you enjoy them in moderation, but Times are what they are.
The atmosphere feels pretty different here compared to daytime.
Reminds me a lot of the night market in Longport.
Central Eastern culture is so
We may got the trouble sorted out at the Bazzaar, but something about it all still doesn't sit right with me. I hear Tharbat seeing more and more tourists who are getting out of hand, like what those dancers had to deal with. I think tomorrow I will focus my effort on the entertainment district. More people from out of town end up there. I can sympathize with Abdullah's worries. Tharbat is changing so fast, it feels as though we hardly have time to even remember traditions. Even so, we mustn't forget that we have Professor Hamilton and her incredible work to thank for our current future. Fortune, it will be disrespectful to everything she's done to our fair Siri to completely reject the Tharbat we have today. It may well be worthwhile for us to take a step back like she did and reconsider our position. Bah, the scent of those new flanged mechanical hookah. They ruin the flavor of our own hookah over here. But what could these people possibly want thinking they can come in with their weird device zombies mechanism our culture? I'm going to need to have another talk with Father Mukhtar about the state of the war because I don't like where it's headed, that's for sure.
So...
Oh no, I'm not going there. Not yet. I'm looking at the map. I hear Sarah and Shahida were ambushed by some awful guys in the... You know, I think those two are the ones with the angel puppet. That must have been so scary. I guess running a crown isn't all fun and games when you get to be as popular as they are. No. I saw Sarah talking to some hairy old guy. He was weird. He was dressed up like he was on vacation. My brother says his name is Mr. Gotti. I guess he's somebody important who's worked for the film festival. Sarah looked so surprised when she was talking to him. Wait a minute. Is she gonna be dancing in parade? She isn't. I had a lot of tours today, which is always great, but every one of my customers was acting like a nut. It was scary because of the freaking Tarbahi Turkobabu. We've been getting a lot of people lately who are like those men who harass Sarah and Shahida, people with inhibition at all. I had people during my Satsia tours that tried to wander off on me and go who knows where despite it's being, you know, a desert. Now that Sarah be recruited to perform in the festival, I just hope nothing weird happens that ruins the parade. That'd be terrible. If I'm being honest with you guys, it feels like this series gotten more and more dangerous lately, in all sorts of ways. They may not show it, but I have not to imagine that deep down, Sarah and Shahida are worried. They work in the street after all. Those two have been so much on their plate. I really hope they can continue their dancing in peace, but who knows what's going on.
Alrighty.
I'm not going in there. Alright, let's continue our rounds as crazy as we can. Not too crazy. Wait. How many red points we got? 1, 2, okay. I've been looking into the new arrivals who are coming into the area from the Central East. So far nothing suspicious has turned up about those coming from El Same, which means... Either way, Tharbat is going to see an influx of tourists starting tomorrow. We have to optimize our intel gathering as best as we can. We can expect our help from the capital to take care of everything for us. With all the cars here before the festival running this lot is tough. We're seeing more and more accidents and burglaries. Not that tourists didn't blunder into trouble before, but these last few days have been a real uptick in the rough type of all sorts. Don't get me started in their cars and just chuck garbage out the window. Will it kill those people to spare a thought for those of us who actually have to run this place? Seriously? Flash. Things are as bustling as ever. Come nightfall, which is great for me. Tarbat always been a little rough and tumble, but I've seen people here go this wild before. Not that I can complain if it's bring that much more money to me, so if that's what it takes, that's what it makes. He didn't say that, but it rhymed. It was an accident. Why is my dad trying to keep me stuck inside the city? Such a waste of perfectly good car. Oh well, at least there is a film festival. You don't get stuff like that around here every day. May as well enjoy it. This Orval Hoka good stuff, I guess for now I'll be just have to content myself with enjoying what's local could be worse, I guess.
Very well.
I guess the film festival being so close has got me feeling fired up because I could go for some excited right about now. And there's nothing more exciting than cruising around the dawns. Get that crusty old bottler in the passenger seat and I just know we'll all have a good damn time. Young master, we must have this conversation again. I fully appreciate your desire to leave and run you to your place, truly I do. However, your father is merely trying to ensure that you do not needlessly suffer out in the real world before you are ready. That is why it is important that you learn etiquette. Once you do, you can appeal to your father to lose his restrictions. The young master was such an intelligent, well-behaved boy. When he was young, the loss of his mother affected him profoundly. So even so, he does grasp the basic of the etiquette, yet the past few days he's acted rather strangely. What could have happened? And wait, what the hell is that? He's drunk! I know I saw that dancer somewhere around here at night. What could she possibly doing in the Entertaiment district at such a late hour? I need to find out. What am I saying? Just because my wife left me doesn't mean I can start stalking some local. I need to get my head on straight. Don't be shy, step right up. Wait, better. Hey, this is us.
Hey there, what'll it be?
Oh.
See ya. Hey there, what'll it be? See ya.
See, he's already becoming a zombie. He's drunk. Okay. Okay, there's a lot of people drunk. Hey there, folks. Need something to do tonight? In fact, you boys think I'm going off by yourself later? Because if you are, I know some fun joints you will enjoy that I keep to myself during the day, if you know what I mean. Hell yeah, now you're speaking my language. I'm from Lamport, so I know a thing or two about having fun. Definitely interested to see how good this town can party. That's the spirit. Then there's a tip. Check out the underground nightclub that's just past here. The girls there are real deal. Just about everyone comes away from there a happy customer, trust me. Aaron, your thoughts remain sparkling pure, I hope. Stay focused, kid. We're on business, remember? Though granted it may not be the worst idea to sleep in there for a bit, they know what kind of dirt you will dig up in those joints.
Very well.
It sounds like some new girls have recently joined the nightclub too. They tend to have their reason for being there, but they are all legit. You have to be crazy not to like what they have to offer. Ah, interesting. Okay.
This is the wrong way.
But I thought we were going... I was going to enter for... Are you crying? Are you drunk crying? It's a hookah.
I'll win next time.
We can always count on night time to pick up business up and land us some lovers of astronomical bets. But even by those standards, our customers have been unusually eager these last couple of days. If our sponsors caught wind of the size of some these bets, they have been floored and they're hardly been reserved sort themselves. But that's just another side of this little desert oasis we call home. We thought that geological survey conducted by valleys, nobody would have ever known my ancestral lands were home to such rich mineral deposit. It was me who made the call to bring them in, best decision I ever made. Now I'm the owner of an enormous mine. Nice things about working with valleys folks is they take you to resorts too. Never hurts having like-minded friends who know how to go hard. I'm glad I decided to visit Tarbat, like this hookah got a surprise. Freaking they're gonna become zombies. Freaking you who are Ouroboros. I had the pleasure of playing against none other than Mr. Gotti himself a little while ago. I have to say I find his views of entertainment and how to stimulate audience to be really fascinating. I completely agree with him that nothing spicy up a scene, a big surprise. All the more reason to get excited for whatever that man has in store for his current cavalcade, if you ask me. When you work as a dealer, you learn that nothing gets player work up like a little zestiness they can't even see coming. There's no greater honor in this line of work than being able to deliver a good surprise your player will never forget. Hey, now that some of our preparation for the festival are complete, I forgot it's long enough. I'll stop by and play a few rounds. That dealer wasn't here the last time I came, but let me tell you, I like the cut of his chin. He gets that I means to entertain people. He's good at throwing in big surprise to his routine. Hell, he's impressing me. To throw a little something extra into the parade to spice it up even more, only questions is in what. If there is one thing people crave, it's always a good shock of the system, something stimulating. If you ask me, nothing great to the job done faster than a little FMV fucking and violence, you know. But I have to admit it, if there's anything else out of there that can prove just as stimulated, it's good some old-fashioned gambling. Ah, I can. Oh my god, I can talk to you. Ah. If you're looking for Bear Muddy, he went over to the hotel. He said he was going to participate elsewhere. practice. He wasn't here for a very long, but it was an honor to get to host him at my bar. I learned a lot just from watching him. I can't help but admire his drive to hone his craft. Not everyone will move from place to place as they practice. Kudos to him, I say.
Do you know what you want?
I don't know, let me see. Not really.
I hope to see you again.
Come on!
It's been a while since Director Gory paid us a little visit. Believe it or not, he's actually a fairly decent gambler. In case you couldn't tell them from his films, that man's desires are bottomless. With a mind like that, gambling makes him playable. But I guess with that sort of attitude, he won't be able to make the kinds of movies he does. We have always attracted a lot of Calvarian oligarchs and foreign nobles. One guy made his fortune from dealing with Elsame, for example. But lately we have been seeing a lot of newly rich Calvarians plus people with close ties to valleys too. And as if that weren't enough, even director Gotti himself from Vegas Films often comes here to play. He stopped visiting for a while to work on the film festival, but was able to stop him today now that some of that work is behind him.
Wanna get a drink together?
No. Or they become zombie, or they fall in the ground, or they just become zombies in any way possible. These cutting edge orbal hookah are the best. They're easy to hide and even better, they're a great way to cope with the heat here. I'm telling you, without a good way to relax, there's no way I'd be able to do my job. I bet something like this will do Officer Verdin some good too. That woman seriously need to learn to chill out. We probably should have gotten out of that place a little sooner. Oh well, I managed to snag souvenirs for everyone back home. Already at least, so it was still time well spent-ish. We came here hoping to meet some celebrities or something, only to end up spending all day in Stanton shop. Oh well, the film festival hasn't even started yet. There are still plenty of chances to catch glimpses of the rich and famous. Way back in the day, I was had work fixing up our vehicle for caravans because of how often they break down from the sand. But now that they are built to take such terrain that works dried up, which is how I wound up getting recruited to come work here. Being surrounded by cutting edge tech is such a clean, pristine workplace really hits home just how much things have changed. Shadin, our owner, is a very decisive person and has a lot of drive as a leader, which I certainly respect. We may successfully right now, but being a little too certain about things can drop very apprehensive, you know? For example, I used to inspect new stock as it came in, but now that the company is all about speed, well, what do you say?
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
This is what I need. Ampur da badida. Okay, I won't do that, I'm sorry. Okay, Ampur again.
We await your next visit.
My shop attracts its fair share of customers because I deal in rarities that you can't find anywhere else. But even I can't ignore the real sales potential that these Orbals hookah seem to possess. If things like these are what it evokes these days, then I need to make sure to pay attention and stock up accordingly. That's why it's crucial to interact with our customers so you remain clued into what they want as they want them.
Oh, I'm so in love with this brand.
It may just be me, but people around Tarbat seem to be strangely elate as of late. It's not just the tourists either, even the local residents and other cultural Eastern are in exceptionally high spirits. You could simply be excited for the upcoming festival.
Now, what's it say?
Ah, okay. You're horrible, Dingo. You told me you were still in edit, and now here you are trying to sneak off on me. And I'm telling you, there's no reason for you to come all the way out here. Doesn't Terril keep its reporters on a pretty tight leash? Oh, don't you worry, I can prepare. I got permission from EIC to scout out the film festival and to write up about it. Not to mention, the reporter originally slated to handle the festival had something up, so somebody needed to be here anyway. It should be illegal to have the kind of luck you do. At least it explains why you are here 2 days before the big event. Hey, it's the Spriggan again. What the heck are you guys doing here? You are getting distracted. Listen, I'm not lying. I'm here on personal business, even if it hasn't gotten me anywhere yet. As for you guys, I see you got more help than ever. That new girl of yours looks pretty capable too. You flatter me. Oh, Ren! Please call me Reset Twingins. I am a consider working on dispatch for Marduk Total Security Company. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Marduk, as in that. Dingo, quite trying to change the subject, I'm not finished with you. You still haven't told me what this personal business of yours is. Now, fess up. You know, we'll be more than happy to help you with it. What about personal business don't you understand? I told you, I'm fine. But why not? I'm growing as a reporter, I can handle myself. For your starter, it's not exactly a good look roping in a reporter working for someone else to pitch in on my work. So what? I don't care about that. Besides, you helped me save me before, it's only fair I repay the favor. Sounds like we're trying to keep this business on the wrap. He must be doing a piece of unseen things. Now that I just how do you say? I just discovered that clicking these to these I can do thumbnails as always, but whatever. I'm happy. What that can be it? Could it? What do you mean, unseemly? Aaron, now look what you have done. I can't believe you report on something so despicable. This is exactly why you need to change, and I'm the girl who's gonna make it happen. Well, glad we got all that sorted out. Anyway, we'll be heading out now. We haven't sorted out anything. Trying to bounce real quick, huh? Damn it. Look at all the trouble you guys have stirred up now. Oh, whatever. If anything out, I'll hit you up. Sounds good to me. Good luck with your investigation too. When I say I wanted to put together something about the film festival, my boss let me go on the spot. It was amazing. But you, Dingo, I can smell it. Films are just pictures and light. To you, you are after something bigger, something way more important. You really should put me on a pedestal, and now that you are here we got to keep you out of trouble. Listen, I got stuff to do, don't do anything crazy. The Prince of Elsame is here, you know? You don't want you interviewing the guy? He is. I never would have expected someone so big and famous to be visiting a trashy event like this. Yeah, maybe I should talk to him, that could be my ticket to really big. This is about me, stop trying to distract me. This I'm not letting you out of my sight for even a second, and there's nothing you can say or do about it, mister. Got it? I'll be honest with you, Spriggan. I find it very suspicious to be running into you yet again after our little encounter at Lamport. It must have something to do with whatever Dingo's investigating, right? Right? You know, given that you never seem to get anywhere, don't you think sticking to one spot instead of bouncing around would work better? Anyway, to answer your question, we're here on some business for a new client. It's nothing to do with your hotshot heartthrob. And don't get your hopes up, he and I trade info, but nothing than that. For the kind of hot scoops you're angling for, sorry. Shut up, I don't need your help to do my job. Mark my words, whatever it takes, I will uncover the truth of what man's up to, even if it kills me. We should probably call it a day, Dingo, but rest assured I'll be hitting the pavement as hard as ever more. I don't think you can get the jump on me for long, no matter what you try. I'll be only like a dog going after its own tail. That Marielle got some sharp instinct. I haven't said a word to her about my current story, and yet here she is. Well, it's probably best I keep an eye on her. Guess we'll be going drinking tonight though, not too hard.
All the lights, they're passing by, and all my thoughts, they multiply. I see it flash before my eyes.